Where do you think the military is going now for recruiting?
Video games?
Esports teams. They're putting esports teams together. Now, if you asked our generation when they said, hey, we're going to go recruit out of the esports or video game talent pools, we'd probably say, no way.
Yeah.
Future SEALs and future MARSOC, Raiders and Special Forces are not going to come out of those communities. That's wrong. That's where the new talent lays. Not all the talent.
Yeah.
There's still talent out there playing sports, on teams, wrestling, but that's just this new generation. They play a lot of video games, and that's where they're finding success with their recruiting.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Video games make me nervous because people get addicted to them, and yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
So let's be honest. Yeah, it missed my generation. My dad was not big on video games in the house.
Yeah.
We didn't have it. That's why when I would go to my friend's house, I would stay up till 4 while they were sleeping playing the video games, Nintendo, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. But what did the guys usually do when we got back from operations?
Oh, bro, I mean, my first deployment to Iraq, they had Halo set up between tents, and then they had this. So SEALs, I was already like, what, like you guys are playing video games? Wait, what is this? What are you guys doing, Pac-Man? I mean, I don't know. I'm so out of it. I'm from, back in the 80s.
I do appreciate that you reference Pac-Man.
So I'm thinking, what is this? So I went in there, looked at it, and so you see whatever. The guys were playing Halo, and I just didn't really get it, and I thought it was this weird couple, 5 or 6 SEALs that were all into it. But then they had a Siege Sodif tournament of Halo. Did you hear what I just said? We're in Iraq, we're on deployment, we're fighting the enemy, and they have at the command of Joint Special Operations Task Force for Iraq, they have a Halo tournament. So that's a little bit embarrassing. So it's embarrassing that I got SEALs doing it. It's even more embarrassing that they have a Siege Sodif tournament. And the height of embarrassment was when my 2 players went up there for the tournament. Not only did they win, they utterly destroyed everyone. And I guess in that game, you in the game Halo, the version that they were playing, you have to get to 50 kills. And in the finals, these 2 guys in the finals, they killed the opponent 50 times and they got killed once. And they came back and they were super stoked. And I just was, I was like, gentlemen, I'm very disappointed. What's really crazy is great guys. And one of them was a total freaking physical stud. The other one was one of my badass, pipe hitting SEALs. So they were awesome guys. So I don't know, maybe I'm misjudging. It does make me nervous though, because people get addicted to those video games.
Yeah. Kind of for the same reason they get addicted to other stuff too, though, a lot of the time, because they don't have like other stuff going on necessarily.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's been kind of proven that video games are like a good method of problem solving, like in your brain.
Oh, here
so
we
people,
go.
it's
here
true.
We go.
It's true. They can be conducive in certain circumstances.
Yeah. Why don't you do jiu-jitsu and do some problem solving?
Oh, there's that too. But you get guys who play video games and jiu-jitsu. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying it can have a little role in there.
It should have a little role.
Have you been good at any video game ever in your whole life? No. You, Mike Sarraille?
I tried playing with these guys. I would take 2 steps and die.
Yeah,
and I eventually just gave up.
Yeah, you're talking about Halo. That one's like, okay, that one's kind of advanced. Like you mentioned Mike Tyson Punch-Out.
Yeah, I never made it to that.
Who mentioned
Mike Tyson?
That? Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad. I beat Mike Tyson Punch-Out. I beat Mike Tyson Punch-Out and regular Punch-Out. You know what the difference is?
No.
Nothing, really. Except one is the last guy's Mike Tyson, brown guy. And then on regular Punch-Out, the last guy is Mr. Dream. Same exact pixel formation of the guy, except he's a little lighter. Because that's when I think Mike Tyson ran into some problems. Publicly, I think. I'm not
with
sure.
the law and whatnot.
But yeah.
I think they just had a documentary come out on the evolution of video games for Netflix.
Yeah. Should check that
but thank you for standing up for this generation.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Moving back to the subject at hand, which I
did derail.
These lessons
are everywhere. No, they're everywhere. So